We're doing something as we move forward to meet the vision of the church, which, if you know the three words that we talk about often, is follow, grow, go. We want you to follow Jesus and grow up. And one of the ways that we're really going to enhance the discipleship of the church is here. And it's to take our Wednesday night and give you an opportunity that if you want to go deeper and you want to grow in your faith and be challenged more and be stretched more, that we're going to take our Wednesday night class that we offer for anybody that wants to come. But we're going to also go another step to offer some things to you that is going to, every class that we have in here called Believers U on a Wednesday night, we're going to offer it as a credit toward a school of ministry where you can get a certificate for ministry training after you've gotten enough credit. So you're the guinea pigs of the very first group of people that are going to become part of the Believers Church School of Ministry. So that if you would like to say, hey, I would love to be trained in ministry, but you don't want to go off to a Bible school or you don't have time to go to school, well, guess what? You can come right here and I'm going to give it to you the best I can and challenge you and stretch you. So at least you'll be able to say, when you put the certificate on your wall after you've finished all the classes, you'll be able to proudly say, I feel like I earned that. How many of you know sometimes it feels good to earn something? So the class is going to be Sovereign Faith. It's going to be 16 weeks long, and we're going to do it in 2 sessions of 8. So we're going to do 8 weeks for session 1 and 8 weeks for session 2. Here's where it's going to be a challenge to you, because I'm going to offer some requirements. If you want to sign up, you're going to get a chance to do that between now and next week. Once next week starts, we're closed. So you'll have a week to pray about it to see if you want to sign up for it. But once we start the class, for those that raise their hand and say, I want to get credit for this and I want to go the extra mile, then it'll be closed next Wednesday. So here's what we're going to include if you sign up. Weekly class attendance, meaning you're going to have to come every week that you can. We're going to take a roll for those that are part of the class and keep up with your attendance. You'll be required to take notes and keep up with notes. Once a week, everybody in the class, man, that's a handsome little fella. You'll get a Zoom call with me. The whole class that's in will get a Zoom call where we can talk and hash things out. And you can ask deeper questions if you want, and we can talk as a class and we can discuss what we talked about, because a lot of people have said, man, I wish I had another way where I could talk about some of this stuff. And we don't have time, but we're going to make room for a weekly Zoom call between 45 minutes and an hour every week. The requirement will be to log on as long as you're not at work, but we want you to work it out. We're going to try to work out the time that'll work for everybody that'll have the weekly Zoom call to be on that. Also, there's going to be weekly readings. The book that I have chosen for us that's going to stretch you greatly is called Providence from John Piper. It is 711 pages long. And for you to be able to finish it, you're going to have to read about an average of 55 pages a week. It is Providence by John Piper. I picked it specifically to challenge you. There are going to be things in here you read that are going to challenge you, and you're going to think, I don't believe that. And I will say, good, then you need to work out what you do believe. Because sometimes to read things that challenge your faith, how many of you know, only makes you stronger in what you believe? But it is a great book. It's going to stretch you to read about the providence of God. This is a kind of a supplement to what I'm going to be teaching. And so every single week you will be reading this book. And we will be asking you to fill out, as you go forward, you'll be filling out what we're going to call weekly reflections. Let me get back to that. I'm so sorry. Weekly reflections, to where every single week you will submit online what your reading is. And you'll go through every single week and go, this is what I've been reading. This is my summary of what I'm reading. This is the challenge of what I've been reading. And then at the end, you're going to write a critique paper to defend the subject matter, 8 to 10 pages long. You're going to type it out. You're going to be able to say, I agree with this, and this is why I agree with that, and this is why I disagree with this. And you're going to defend both of them. Why you pick something to agree with and why you pick something to disagree with. And then you get 8 to 10 pages. If you send me 30 pages, I'll read 10 of them. And I'll shoot the rest back to you for your own book when you want to write you a book one day. And then the next one is you'll have a final exam. And so at the end of the 8 weeks, everybody that's in class will receive a test online. You can take it online. At least at this juncture, I believe it's going to be online. And you will get graded on it. And then at the end of getting graded on it, you will receive a grade. Your paper will be graded. I'll grade your grammar. I'll grade how well you write. I'll grade how well you think. I'll challenge you. I'll question you. I'll stretch your brain. So I don't want you mad at me as a teacher, but I'm going to act like a teacher and go, why did you write this? Why do you think you believe that? Because the goal at the end of this class, at least these 8 weeks, you will be able to say, here's what I know that I have come to believe about at least the beginning of this subject. So all of that is part of it, and then you're going to pay for it. It's going to cost you $50. You say, why? I thought this was a church. Because when you have skin in the game, it makes it a lot more meaningful to you. When you've invested into it, it just makes it a little more meaningful for you. But I added it up just so you'd feel a little better. And an 8-week course is about 89 cents a day. So I don't feel so bad that you could pay 89 cents a day. So we want you to sign up for it. Now here, you can scan this if you want to get your phone out. You can scan that, and that's going to take you to the Believers U QR code. And on that QR code is going to be where you can register for the class. There's going to be the worksheets where you can download the worksheets. There's going to be the weekly video there that you can go back and listen to the teaching again and again and again and get it in your heart. And there's going to be all the stuff is going to be on this QR code. And those of you that are going to sign up for the class, this will be available to you. So you have to sign up for the class to get all that available to you. I would love to talk to you about it later, but again, just so that you kind of get an opportunity to pray about it, this is what it's going to look like. Weekly class attendance, the Zoom call, weekly readings that'll challenge you. You'll have to keep up with it. And then we're going to do weekly reflections. Then you get a reflection paper, and then you get the final exam. And over a course of about 2 years, you'll be able to put on a wall, man, I went to Believers University, and I feel like I've been well trained for ministry to at least have difficult conversations and hard conversations. Amen?